And we're live. Johnny Maggot here. And we're going to do week 5 of the Hunt Kick League. Still battling that man cold, so you may hear me cough every now and then. No, you probably will hear me cough at some point. Alright. Face the Dolphins this week. They got Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Leonard Fournette. I think we already faced him this season. Yes, we have. I remember. Walking through this lineup already. Not much is different. Still a team that could give me a hard time. Oh, Ramsey's hurt. They might not give me a hard time now. Considering my okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Alright. Derrick Henry's still out 1 more week. Starting right guard out 4 more weeks. Devin Funch out 5 more weeks. And for Dolphins, who's out this week? Just Jalen Ramsey. That's gonna hurt them. Of course, Derrick Henry. I played with him last year, but he is my run game this year. Breida gets hurt a lot, so I kind of don't want to put up with that. So it's nice to have them both, but hey, running backs get hurt this year a lot in Madden. Alright. Bought a new game last night. NBA 2K19. Now.
Get out of my way. It's a coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Now,
From beautiful South
I'm not a big
Florida.
NBA fan, but I love basketball.
Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Toronto Mounties and the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
It's really cool. NBA 2K19. That's a really cool game. It's got a really awesome gym.
26-yard line.
2K's got an awesome gym mode. Even lets you do expansion mode, which is really cool. Have up to 6 expansion teams.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Played with my buddy Matt over the weekend. We created the Las Vegas Dragon Ballers at his house, not this one.
You're not got much success against him and his team.
Or yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you get by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really
How do you not drop that?
As well as a physical specimen.
How do you not drop that ball? All that contact, all those shoulder pads and helmets hitting your arm where the ball is.
Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball.
Bree just rocked him. How?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Green 18.
Rodgers going to run the option here left. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Green 18.
4 down, first down carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field.
Unless Rodgers
is
running.
The same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Not gonna run it.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Oh, I ran past it. Try to get to him. Oh, well. I'll take the punt.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
All right. The burrito run off run game. The burrito led running game.
Hey, ready? White 25.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Right, a long way to get 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
See what I can do with Latavius Murray.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
In the Derrick Henry spot. Well, last season was the burrito spot. But...
First carry for Central Florida along Latavius Murray. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
All right.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Richardson run that slant.
From the gun, Winston.
Oh no, wrong button.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I haven't done that in a long time. That could have easily been a pick.
Defense right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards.
Just trying to find my running back and
it'll be Dolphin football.
Threw it in the middle of the zone.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the
between
field.
zones.
Our game's hit a little
Not
bit
good.
of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but
Go
that one was
5-2 here.
swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, that's Lindsey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay.
Didn't react to that fast enough.
The 40, not quite to the 35. So the play goes for 19 yards.
I'm going to get one of those, though.
Set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
319. 319.
Fournette on the counter. And he'll get 3 down to the 34.
Glad he ran into his offensive lineman.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
3
No
down.
running back set.
319.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
Ooh.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Was that Sue
Charles
Crabbins?
Clay is tight in the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in. But at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
319.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Rodgers over the middle and caught by tight end Clay. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Dolphins passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes,
Rodgers just picked me apart right now.
Kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He'll get it up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people.
Hammering for the goal.
Fumble. Yes.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is picked up by the defense.
J.J. Watt picks up, standing up, and called down.
Partner, you know how often
Oh, no, he was on his knee.
red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring
That
zone,
was
getting points on the
big.
board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone.
And they overturned it. What the hell?
On the field is reversed.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice
That was
already.
no chance. Oh, well.
Here comes 3rd and goal.
Blue 58.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers.
Come on.
By Woods for a Miami touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it up and through.
All right.
No out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Trying to make something happen here.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. He finds an opening past the 40.
Tavius Murray. Go, man, go.
There as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Now whistles as time has run out on this first. Seated to my right, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Toronto football
Oh, man,
to
go.
begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Yeah, let's keep Murray in there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
I used to never be able to run a power run game.
They go back to Murray on 1st down. And a short gain down to
Bad
about
head
the
count
33.
there.
The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Good enough for him. Grant can run past the safety here.
Now Jameis on 2nd down.
Little linebacker.
He's going to fire one deep over. And it's
There we
caught.
go.
Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are an extra
Touchdown, Mounties.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down.
See if we can hold them to no score this time.
On that play.
319.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Sua Craven's up to make the stop.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
319.
On 3rd down, that's Lindsey.
And it's first
and he's
down.
able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Haven't met a football
time to
team
run cover
yet that
one.
runs the ball successfully. That doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? Got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And it pops
damn.
free. The collision there jarred
Tip
the
drill.
ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
258.
Hand off to Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped
No.
to the backfield. It's a loss of 2.
That didn't fool me,
3rd
no.
down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They have been
excuse me.
superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
319.
They're working from the gun. Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would
There
have
you
been a
go.
nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Way to get your hand in there, Callahan.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Dances by him.
And who blocked who in the back?
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Come on, Rudy.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
There we go.
So
All right,
special
let's hurry up
teams
and get the
penalty
play
cost
off.
some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he powers his way up past the 30. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Stay in there.
Here's Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10
See
at
how
the
far Breida can get us
38.
downfield before they really get a good
This is Breida.
beat on him.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a
Not
gain
a bad
of 4
run.
on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They run with Breida, and that play
Yeah, that was a bad block.
absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he
That
can
was
get out
no,
of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd
Yeah.
down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye
All right, let's
discipline
go to Grant
to be an
now.
elite linebacker. And what that means is his
Let's see
ability
if
to
Grant can
read,
still-
react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like
He
one
is,
of those guys.
On 3rd down, Winston. Eluding the pressure right.
And tries to throw it away and gets sacked.
And he goes down. Jake Ryan able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage.
They may have
downfield,
hung that
but
way
still
too
got
far.
pass rush. They are really working in sync
Oh,
right
no.
now.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
There we go.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2 minutes to play in a tightly
Let's go, hey, let's go,
contested
come on.
first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back
They're
at our
running
first
again.
half as well as a look
Trying to
ahead
keep this
to
guy
what's
back
coming
so
up
I don't get
later
hurt.
this weekend. Here's a give to Fournette, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
It's easy to get beat.
So time to start
There we
going
go.
in the other
4-6.
direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
319.
Now flags
Please
will
tell
come
me he
in.
jumped.
I think this one's going to be on the defense for
Ah,
jumping.
come on.
Encroachment, defense.
I wasn't even controlling that guy.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff.
Now you give him hope. What the hell?
I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded at the 33.
Oof. It's a quick lick there, Jadon.
That time, 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The first down throw for Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Jalen Mickens might be.
From the red zone now, Winston.
Yeah, he's not good at catching the ball, though. Smith got hurt. Damn.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give. This is Murray. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the
10-yard run.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Also traps.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down.
Multiple
Not only
left
did they string
tackles.
the play out, but they didn't
No, a lot of my
any
guys
room
know
for
how
a
to play
cutback.
left guard,
Really well organized on the
center,
defensive side.
right guard, right tackle. Well, I mean, they know how to play it. It's just they don't specialize in the scheme.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to go down.
Crap.
Around the 17. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10 to 7.
Just got my reminder about my
So
tomorrow.
the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
We'll see if he can look and do some soul searching now.
Blue 58.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
319.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set
Go man, guys. Let's go man.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
15 seconds. You go chunk play here.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Probably not.
Hey, let's go.
Let's see if he helps.
Jameis
Oh,
now on
maybe.
first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle. It got his man complete.
Maybe.
Oh,
Oh,
in for a touchdown.
yeah.
A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And
Oh,
these
man.
guys get the quick strike touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team.
Oh, that's
as they head into
crazy.
the half. Good way
I
to
would have been
finish
happy with
things
just a
off.
field goal
Able to
there.
extend that lead in your opening segment.
Dang.
That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that,
One
let's see
broken
if they decide to
tackle.
kind of squib kick
2
or what they're
broken
going to do on the
tackles.
kickoff. 'Cause you don't want to give up a big play right
Touchdown.
before the half ends.
Jakeem Grant. That cough was a little bit of a fake one.
Santos now to add the PAT. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Santos out now. He'll
Squib
kick
it.
it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
All right. Now Rogers, throw a pick.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got shook this. No. Green 18.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Yeah, we don't need to hear you guys. We don't need to
So
hear
we
you
reach
coaching.
halftime here in a 10-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a
Tell you
chance to
this,
add
Mary's
on
had a
to
good
it.
game.
And what I'm thinking is that
give them the ball, see what
offensive
happens.
staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Evie. Ready.
They go with Murray again.
All right.
It's an 8-yard
Ryan
pickup and leads
Aracko.
to a new set of
Damn,
downs.
stinks for them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, you got four down.
All right.
On 1st down, Murray. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they caught the screen before I did.
And he went nowhere.
That's
He
not...
went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them.
There we go. Nice catch, Perriman.
And smothered it for a loss of yardage.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage,
there we
knew
go.
where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much.
And a loose football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
Oh, he was down anyways.
Not able to get it. From a defensive perspective,
but we
what's
picked
that
it up.
moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other.
Touchdown!
Jakeem Grant, you're just so fast.
3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased the cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me.
Bobsledding time.
They just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Santos with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get
let me guess,
done.
you got a face mask, right?
Comes into play a lot
How
of the
many
time.
plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
All right, I'll take that.
In the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
What do you guys think about,
understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially
I don't think the NFL's talked about this, but
makes me glad I didn't make it in that
should there be like a rule
really
or the last 2 minutes and a half,
yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really
even
nice
penalty
game
should be
there on
reviewed by the
first down
police.
for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Damn.
Woods for a Dolphins touchdown.
This is good.
Woods, his second
This is really good.
and the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit.
It's a touchdown. You guys beat down.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
It was definitely a touchdown. He might even have 3 feet in there.
Up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Kittle run the slant this time.
First down, Winston. Oh, some strong running. Oh, a battle
there we
for
go.
Here, and this will be caught. He got 29 yards.
There's no safety on that side of the field. Of course, I'm going to run that play.
Right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Winston now to throw on first down. Quick throw.
And some of it caught holding.
Inside slant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Awesome.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Murray. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
There we go. Now it's truly a running formation.
Again, it's Murray. Murray, strong running. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th.
Alright, what play is going to get me 8 yards?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jameis to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Oh, yeah. There we go. That did it.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead.
Watch, Grant's going to be open again. Oh, maybe not.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the ball. Instead, they're letting him throw
just needed more touch.
Confident in what he's getting done.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What
happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Winston now.
It's going to
12
run
of
between the
16 thus
safeties
far.
and
It's
the
1st and 10.
linebackers. We're going to run across the middle. Try to drive that linebacker.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Well, Grant drew the linebacker, so White was open.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
4 down.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll be brought down this time.
Another good run for Murray.
5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Wait, running out. Mickens running out. Grant's going to be open right over. Right down the middle.
From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Maybe not, but...
Oh,
Oh, he almost came down with that.
Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact.
Oh, Mickens almost getting down with that too. Damn.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Alright, we got in corners.
Today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it?
Let's see a quick two. Find a way to get open. Over the middle of the field.
Into a nice play.
Grant's also doing a slant.
Third and goal.
There we go. Grant was easy to get.
Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys find a way to stretch
4 receiving
that
touchdowns for
lead.
Grant.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance.
Really, one shy.
Catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision
I might have to get him that record.
Extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
What's that back play?
Amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Rodgers now on first down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Rodgers. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
319.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Green 18.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his pass incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Green 19.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
Sua Cravens with the sack.
And driven down. Sua Cravens in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Watch Mike. Outside's coming. Outside's coming. They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Almost intercepted,
Anytime
right?
a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Rodgers gotta have this one.
Oh, I bounced off that route.
And they will eventually get him down.
Hey, there's no way they're going
inside
that.
the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play that is caught by
And touchdown Dolphins.
Touchdown
Crap.
Miami. As his guys are in for 6, and the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They had the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play
King
drive,
Grant's going to be open because, well, I'm going to throw it to him.
When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston here to throw. And it pops free. The collision there.
They really hit so many bodies on that play.
Second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
And Manti Te'o. Damn.
Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o.
And that's why people don't pass this late in the game.
His guys will get the football back. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now a handoff.
They're running the ball. Down 10.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across.
It was a good
the
play.
35.
Don't get me wrong.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Rodgers to throw. Finding some room at midfield. That's Samuel, caught left side. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, if I get the ball back, I'm just making sure we win now.
Now Rodgers. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And now running right through it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So there's the spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go.
Alright, so let's see. They're going to try to score, and then they're going to try to kick an onside kick, and then they're going to try to score again.
To throw is Rodgers.
Kick it.
Will be incomplete with a clock
Get both your hands underneath the ball.
now to go.
Come on.
It was Bryce
Take it.
Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is.
And this
I was going to say, if that didn't get picked.
That should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it?
And who's that in there to take the kneel?
And it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Darius
Now
Leonard.
Here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks
Darius
remaining.
Leonard, the linebacker. Just took the knee. You see that right. Darius Leonard, number 53, taking a knee.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click.
This league's been moving by quickly.
They also love baseball games.
Everyone seems to
with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
love
So
it
for our visitors,
this season.
their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Miami,
that's gonna be a
they
big
drop
game.
below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take
Big
on
user game.
the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah, what he said. Bye, guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.